good afternoon again. This is AJ Bueno. This is the second topic that we were going to be discussing today, Tasaday. Tasaday is a small group people living in highland rainforest of Mindanao. Researcher located the Tasaday group at Lake Cebu, South Cotabato in Mindanao. The Tasaday is one of the many subgroups of Manobo. They're speaking a dialect closely related to the South Cotabato also. As you can see po sa mga picture na nandito based on na research namin, dyan po yung maps nila or mapping po nila.
The geography of Tasaday. Tasaday are Philippine indigenous people of the Lake Cebu area in Mindanao. They are considered to belong to the Lumad group, along with the other indigenous group on the island. So Tasaday is a Philippine indigenous people and sila ay taga Mindanao, and to be specific, in Lake Cebu area. Also, Tasaday is a small group of people living in the highland rainforest of Mindanao in the Philippines. Before their existence was the first reported by anthropological investigators in 1971, the Tasaday, numbering about 25 individuals. So, kukunti lang sila kasi 25 individuals lang. Apparently had been living a virtually isolated primitive or incorrectly labeled as Stone Age existence until they were discovered by nearby settled tribes in 1966. So as you can see, here are the Tasaday people. So ibang-iba siya sa Mansaka. Sa damit pa lang ibang-iba na. Kasi sa Mansaka is natatakpan naman lahat. Maayos yung sa Mansaka. Pero dito parang sa baba lang yung natatakpan. Maski sa babae, walang pantakip sa taas. And sa natural environment naman, sa bahay, parang same lang and made up of bamboo tree lang din. Bahay kubo lang din. And that's it for the geography of Tasaday.
Word view of Tasaday. 26 Tasaday live caves use stone axes, wore tiny leaf, G-string, and ate only white foods that they found in their forest. Abound fruits, wild bananas, crabs, berries, and crabs and frogs. Fish by hand from small streams. They did not even know how to hunt the monkey, deer, and wild pigs that abandoned their forest. And they had no pottery, cloth metal, art, houses, weapons, or dogs. They not only did not plant or cultivate domestic plants, but they were unaware of agricultural foods of any kind. The discovery team was led by Manuel Elizalde Jr., the Filipino politician who headed PANAMIN, Presidential Assistant on National Minorities, the government agency then in charge of all Philippine tribal Philippines. So, yung mga Tasada ay naninira sa cave or tawagin natin yungib. Gumagamit sila ng mga palakol at nakasuot ng G-string. Ito yung dahon na ilalagay nila sa kanilang ari para hindi makita. Kasi noon wala pa silang damit na sinusuot. Tapos, ang kinakain lamang nila ay ligaw ng mga pagkain na matatagpuan lamang sa kanilang kagubatan o tirahan. Nariyan ang roots, bananas, berries, crabs, and frogs. Hindi nila alam ang maghuli ng mga monkey, mga ligaw na baboy na masagana sa kanilang kagubatan at wala silang mga palayok, tela, metal, art, houses, at weapons. Na-discover sila ni Manuel Elizalde Jr. Ito pa po pala, ito po yung halimbawa ng kanilang pamumuhay. Iyon po yung caves na nasa taas. Nariyan po yung kasuotan nila dati. At ito po yung mga kinakain nila.
For the Tasaday's material culture, their language they are using is dialect of Manobo, Cebuano, and Tagalog. And for their tools and ornamentals, they have rattan cordage, stone tool, stone axes. So, itong rattan cordage po ay ito ang ginagamit nilang pantali. For example po sa stone tool or stone axes, they use po para po mapagdikit ang bato at kahoy para maging po siyang axes. Then itong stone tool and stone axes po, they use for smashing hard fruits, stems, or rotted logs. Then next po, digging sticks, stone scrapers, bamboo tongs, bamboo knife or knives, then hand drill and fireboard, tender or etc. Ito naman pong hand drill, fireboard, tender, and etc. Ito naman po yung ginagamit nila for making a fire. The next, the following items were shown or given to the Saday by Dafal. First, bamboo sections. Bamboo sections are used for storing or carrying water. Next, bolo knife, bolos. It is like an iron bus knife or knives. Next, animal traps. Uh, this includes deadfalls and balatiks. Next, bamboo mallets. They are used for making natok. Next is kubing, a musical instrument similar to a jaw's harp. Arrows, which the Tasaday did not find very useful. Then cloth, and lastly, brass earrings. But before, the Tasaday's group know that the brass earrings they wore is made up of plant material. And these are the example pictures of material that the Tasaday's group use in their living.
Social organization, according to these later reports, that Tasaday were actually members of the nearby more cultural advanced Manobo Blit or Tibuli tribes who had act the part of more primitive peoples at the prompting of Marcos' assistant on national minorities. Tasaday were intended isolated President Corazon Aquino pronounced the Tasaday an authentic military group that the Tasaday spoke no known languages, dressed an animal for life in a cave for centuries, and had no contact from the outside world until then.
Historical important events of Tasaday. Number one is to isolation or devolution from Manobokins. The term of Manobo is kaayo-ayo, is an individual described as a processing only a set of clothes and who has to live with other for his or her subsistence. And then Duffel meetings. And then last tribes of Mindanao. Kasi yung mga Mindanao is, yung mga Tasaday is parang natutulog sila sa kuweba, gano'n. And then, si Elizalde's first visit to caves. Si Elizalde is bumalik siya sa Pilipinas para iano yung Costa Rica for sexual exploitation of minors. After he had fled the Philippines in 1983, he supported the campaign of Cory Aquino. So, sinuport niya si ex-President Cory Aquino, and so was able to return to his mansion in Manila after her victory. At saka si John Nance naman was the most important source for the New York Times, which depended the original story and 3 articles. I was not contacted for opinion or sources. Yun. Pero pinakamalaking naimbag ay si Mr. Elizalde. Kasi pinaglaban niya yung mga Tasaday and sinabi niya na parehas, fair, yung tao lang din naman sila, 'di ba? Yung mga, hindi naman naiiwasan yung mga discrimination sa mga katutubo. And next one is Yen and Nan's further studies on the Tasaday. Nan's discovery of the Tasaday. Si Nance pala yung nakadiscover ng Tasaday in 1981. Nan's Lobo of the Tasaday in 1982. Nan's A Message from the Stone Age from noong April 86. Oswald Etten Ox article. And then si Tribe That Never Was noong August 14, 1986, Determination of Authenticity noong October to December 1987, Trial in the Jungle noong 1989, Gerald Biermann's The Incredible Tasaday noong 1991. Thomas Headline edits that the Tasaday Controversy, 1992, Twilight of the Tasaday, 1992 din, The Loose Tribe, 1993, Ethnographic and Linguistic Studies, 1994, Manuel Elizalde Dies, Whatever Controversy May Surround the Tasaday. Mr. Elizalde did not invent the tribe. The publicity given to the Tasaday has overshadowed Mr. Elizalde's work protecting other minorities equally deserving through less newsy at the time of his death. Elizalde was financing education of the Tasaday as well as other minority peoples noong May 3, 1907. So, ang laki ng na-contribute ni Mr. Elizalde sa ethnic group na Tasaday. Friends of the Tasaday Form, 1998, Robin Hamley visits, 1999, Baben Hamley writes Evented Eden noong 2003, 5 board members visit January 2004, Friends of the Study partner with, so may partner na palang sa noong July 2005, and lastly, memorial service in Manila, Tasaday representatives, Friends of the Tasaday, and other join in remembrance of John Nance and his effort to help the Tasaday help themselves. So, ang laki talaga ng na-contribute ni Mr. Elizalde and ni Jans Nance. Si Jans naman is naano siya noong March 15, 2013.
Issues confronting the Tasaday. While many celebrated the discovery of Tasaday, some smelled stinking lies that could not be kept secret. Critics of the administration accused Elizalde and Marcos of using the innocent tribe to cover up human rights violation, abuse of power, and corruption during the dark period in the Philippines history. The Tasaday were used to perfume the regime around the time of martial law. Aside from concealing the national issues, the two men were also accused of land grabbing. Habang sila daw ay nagse-celebrate sa pagka-diskubre ng Tasaday, ang iba naman ay nakaamoy ng kasinungalingan na hindi maitatago. At ang critics of administration ay inakusahan sila Elizalde at Marcos na ginagamit nila ang innocent tribe para pagtakpan ang human rights violation at abuse of power and corruption during the dark period in Philippine history. Tapos, ang Tasaday daw ay ginamit nila upang maging pabango sa regime sa panahon ng martial law.
That's all for the report of Group 7. Thank you for listening and God bless.